Hey everyone, it's Chris Texera, and let's play another game of the Settlers of Catan. We are in the fourth spot here, and let's take a look at this board. Well, there is a decent amount of ore on there, 10 pips, ton of wheat, 17 pips of wheat production. You certainly look at this wheat port and go, that could be pretty juicy. Bricks, pretty rare, 6 pips. Wood's kind of average, I guess. What is this, 11? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I certainly get that. Getting this heavy sheep here is pretty rare. I almost wonder if getting some of that brick wouldn't be a little bit better on one of these turns. Ooh, the 695. Yeah, that's hard to beat, too. Well, it looks like we're actually going to get really good ore for a change, which is pretty nice. If we could get something like this 843, 946, something like that, get the great ore wheat sheep setup, I'd feel pretty good about that, especially given the rarity of the brick here. All right, as it is, this is actually still pretty good for us. We could do a couple of options here. We could do 10, 9, 11 with the good ore. 4, 5, 8. It's almost too much ore, though. We could do this 8, 4, 3, 10, 5, 8. Kind of think that might be the way to go. That gets us potentially to this wheat port, gets us to this 3-for-1 port. There's a couple 3-for-1 ports we could actually utilize here. There's this one. Get a lot of starter stuff. And no one's going to be able to really move as well as we are just because there's so little brick. Kind of like that. Even though this strategy could also work pretty well if we wanted to do the full ore wheat sheep. That could work too. Do I want to try the full ore wheat sheep? I think this is better just because of the diversity of resources. Like, I love full ore wheat sheep, but in this case, I think the 5 resource strategy is just better, just because of the rarity here. And I do think we wind up getting this stuff. I think in this case, do we head over to the wheat port? Maybe we do. Yeah, maybe we head over the wheat port in this one. I think that gives us more options. Again, we already have this 3-for-1 port over here. We don't necessarily need 2 of them, even though the extra pip of wood would be pretty nice. But in this case, I think our ultimate goal is to get down here to this wheat port. So we'll see what everyone else chooses. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good and diverse on this one. There's not a ton of ore, which is a little problematic. Ooh, taking the wood port does the blue guy. Interesting. All right, so he's going pure wheat sheep hybrid with this little wood here. Again, we could have done that. I guess we could have gone 10, 9, 11, 4, 5, 8. I'm still wondering if I should have done 10, 9, 11, 4, 3, 8 instead. I mean, I think this is just a little bit more, that's the beauty of the 5 resource strategy. It's just a little bit more flexible than going straight, or wheat sheep. So certainly some options there. Wow, is this going to be available? No way. No, he'll take that. He'll take the 611 3, right? He must. Unless he decides to go like 6-3 or 8-10 somewhere. This should be taken here. If it's not, I'd be shocked, and quite frankly, I'd be thrilled if it wasn't. We get that extra pip of brick, extra sheep, extra wheat. I think we'd be in excellent shape if we could actually somehow get this. I just don't see it happening. Yeah, okay. Not a surprise. Hopefully he doesn't try to race me. Hopefully he goes the conservative way and goes this direction. There's a lot of brick out there, but only one other person has brick. I don't think anyone really has wood except for the blue guy. I don't think blue would trade it willingly. I think the safest route is for him to go this way. Oh, he is going to challenge for it. Okay. Risky. But let's see if he gets it. He does not. He's going to try to make a trade for it now. Let's see. And the question is it really worth the trade? Right? Like, I don't think anybody really wants sheep. Like, to go plow me here? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And we get a couple chances to get this 4-3 situation. So we'll see if we can't get that to work for us. Now, obviously, this is a bit of a disadvantage here. Hopefully, we don't get hit. We do share some resources, particularly the ones we need with green in the brick and the wood. So those aren't going to get hit at least. I don't think sheep gets hit. Oh, he's going solo block. Ouch. And maybe rightfully so in this case. This dude is pretty scary. Obviously, that is one of the benefits of the hybrid or wheat sheep is you could really kind of spook people. I should say it's a disadvantage of the or wheat sheep hybrid that you could really kind of spook people. In this case, he done got spooked. And I certainly get it. I wouldn't be surprised if he complains, actually, about a solo block here. He does not. He takes it like a pro. Takes it like a pro. You know, good for him. All right. Ugh, okay. Well, we're not getting any brick yet. Can we maybe sneak a brick for a sheep or wheat? I just don't think anyone has it. That's the problem. Maybe somebody gives it to us. We'll see. Otherwise, we're going to go by card here. Really no reason not to. Well, I don't think we'd be asking for it if we had it, my friend. That's okay. We'll go by the card here. It's a knight. That's fine. That suits our purposes very well in our balance game. All right. Well, good news is brown isn't going to plow us because he doesn't have it. Still waiting on a 4 or a 3 here. 10. Okay, some ore out there. We are going to want to watch that. Green going for the card. Okay. Come on, 4, 3, 5. That's not good. 5 is the one thing we really didn't want there. So we're really kind of open for a 4 or 3 here, otherwise we're in trouble. Oh, we get the 7. Okay. We're going to have to hit brown. We're going to have to hit brown here to try to stop this plow. Let's see if we can get it the first time. Get the wood. Do we hit him again? Yeah. Get the sheep. Didn't get what we wanted. I was hoping for either an ore or a brick there because he has them both. We did not get it. But this does put us at a little bit of risk, so it was worth the gamble. See if we could get it. We're just hoping a 5 doesn't roll. A 6, okay. We did give him another wheat, but that's okay. He cannot build his road, which is the important thing. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go, there we go, there we go. Hopefully we get another 4 or a 3 here. And we can really get rolling. As it is, we're in pretty decent shape. He didn't have a knight when he played it originally, so that is worth noting. He's getting to this 9, 10. Okay, worth noting as well. Another 6. Those 6 rolls are going to be real good for these guys. All right. Well, this is good. 8. Nice. Okay, awesome. Well, we're in pretty decent shape. Let's go build that. We'll buy a card as well, and we will hold. Oh, road builder. Nice. Okay. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. I do like the road builder here. We're probably going to get hit, but now we've already plowed him, so it doesn't really matter as much. Unfortunately, we don't have a knight to move this, so we're going to kind of hope for another 7, or maybe this moves it. It is a green guy. So if he's got a knight, again, typically you should move these things, especially if you don't have the resource. He does. And I think that's the right play. It's us. Okay, that's fine. The sheep isn't as useful. This dude's getting close to a city, I think, actually. We gotta look out for him. I mean, a 4 is rolled, a 9 is rolled. There's been 2 6s the last little bit. So we're gonna want to watch that. He's getting up there on the scary level. Because again, this thing could really explode if we're not careful. I mean, he's living on, what, 4 numbers? 9, 4, 6, 10. I mean, that wood pork could be really valuable, giving him whatever he wants. I think that's actually a pretty good block. Everyone needs the brick. He doesn't have any. That is his weakness, playing the hybrid or weak sheep. But, oh yeah, he's 1 or down. He's 1 or down. Again, that does help us a little bit. Well, here's interesting too. I almost think if we get the road builder, we actually go 6-3 and then come around to this port. I don't want him to have any extra goodies, if possible. We're gonna hold, nothing to do. I mean, settle first, and we'll go from there. There's the wood. Okay. You know what? Maybe I don't do that. I don't know why I'm saying that. We take the port. We definitely take the port first. Don't want to mess around with it because there's options here everywhere. We made this mistake in the past. A couple of our losses recently. And by the way, our elo is down pretty low, mostly because we've had a couple of 4th place finishes, but we've also been really unfortunate with these drops. We had like that one game, I'll upload it, where stupid Catan Universe wouldn't let us play settlements. We had another one that just kind of stopped on the first turn. So been a little low on the elo, which is one of the problems with Catan Universe, right? The elo system is good. I mean, I actually had an interesting conversation about the elo in the comments. Maybe I'll post that in the conversation section with one of our subscribers, Michael Muller. I might post that on the conversations because I actually thought it was a pretty interesting discussion, to tell you the truth, about the merits of elo in the ranking system and why the Catan Universe ranking system, the pros and cons of it versus, say, the colonist ranking system. It's an interesting debate and might be worth exploring for everybody. So we'll leave that for another day. Let's continue on our game here. 8. All right, we do love the 8s. I'm not loving all this ore. I'm not loving this guy. And again, I think this is sort of the thing I love that. 4's are good. 4 is our corresponding roll. This dude's got like these 9s that work really well. Well, I do love this. We can get our settle here. I'm going to feel pretty good. And I think we take the 3-for-1 port first because, again, it's more flexible. It's a little bit better. Nice. And potentially here, if we get another roll, we could even get a city coming up. Or 2 cards. We're going to have to see what we want to do. But really, really strong here to start. Ooh, another city. Sheesh. He is moving. Another 4. Wow. Look at this. We're actually going to get the city, too. Wow. Okay. We're going to take the settle. We're going to take the city. And we're going to pass. That's a nice turn. That's a really nice turn. We are on the board in a big way. All right. And what's even better, I think we're in a pretty strong position here. Again, because of the brick, I think there's a lot of potential for us to just take the road and run away with this. Got to get there, though. Because, again, now we have this 3-for-1 port. If we can get that wood rolling, what's he stealing? Oh, okay. He stole 3 ore. This is the green guy. All right, it's fine. He needs it. He's in a bit of a tough spot here. Ooh. Well, here's the question. Do we go plow him? Prevent green from getting a port? That's pretty strong. It's a pretty good position to be in. I don't hate it because that would double up our wood position, which I like. I do like that. Anything to, wasting resources is good. For other people, not us, of course. having other people waste resources is good. Like, let's change his way of doing things, and that's unfortunate. I almost wonder if the block here is the 9 as opposed to the 6 or the 9. Yeah, I think it probably is. He needs sheep. He needs sheep because he needs cards. So this 9 I think makes a lot of sense. I'd rather him have to pay for the sheep by doing 2 woods for a sheep than anything else. So if we do get a block here, I think we actually hit this 9. I think that makes the most sense. Because again, he needs those sheep for his strategy or wheat sheep to be successful. If he's you know, heck, he's gonna have to convert. Oh, he got the 1-for-1 from Brown. Oh, didn't want him to get a card there. That's not good. All right, we can't have him controlling the board, so we're gonna want to watch that. That's a huge bummer. We're gonna pass. Nothing to do here. I'm not playing the road builder card because plowing green isn't the most essential thing in the world. It's just not. Green's not going anywhere either at the moment with that wood blocked. So we are kind of hoping and waiting. Sheesh. That's a good roll for everybody. I might be willing to deal with some of these guys. No, nobody has it. No, he's trying to get down there. He could trade with blue here. Blue needs a sheep. And honestly, if I'm blue, I'm probably, well, blue can just do the 2-for-1. So, okay. He decides to do that trade. So he does have a brick in hand. Okay, gets off of our 5, thankfully. I think this goes back on the 3, to tell you the truth. Stop the movement. It'll hit us, I would imagine. Could solo block us, but I just don't know if that's what he wants to do. Oh, he does solo block us. Okay. All right. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think we need a solo block in kind. I think we just take this 9-12. Or 9, I should say, if it does roll. We do get a sheep, but ultimately this all leads to nothing. He's in good position. Good position. There's the 9. Accidentally muted the mic there. Damn. Okay. Not good. Those 9s are so good for blue. They're basically the cog that drives his engine here. We got to be real careful. Those things have barely rolled so far, and he's still got 4 points. You know, and I'm thinking we might have erred. I am thinking maybe the right play was to do the 9, 10, 11, you know, 4, 5, 8, or 8, 3, 4, and just get that overwhelming amount of or sheep or wheat, and then get a little bit of wheat, and then play down the sheep port. I mean, you know, because in our current position, it's like we're weak on cards right now. It's hurting us. It's hurting us. And this is one of those interesting things, like, you know, what is the right play? We got the corresponding 8s, which is nice. Do have a city, which is nice. But, I mean, he's already got 2 cities, and he hasn't really even done much. And 2 cards. So, we will see. I am grateful to green there for solo blocking wheat. I mean, I still think this is the right play, but obviously he's not going to block himself at this stage in the game. But we'll see. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. I make daily Catan gameplay videos and upload them here to YouTube for your viewing pleasure. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please like it, please comment, please subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel out, helps the algorithm, and, you know, encourages me to keep making more great content for you guys. Speaking of which, I do have an analytics series coming up. We're looking at, the first 250 Catan Universe games. It's going to be a lot of analytics. So we're probably going to break it up into a number of different parts. We're just going to be exploring a bunch of different things, from like number scarcity to, you know, the percentage of wins or losses with the army and the road, et cetera, et cetera. So interesting. Blue here is dropped. Wow. Well, that's fortunate. We might be able to steal a win with that, to tell you the truth. That is really fortunate. I wonder if we can't get a wood here. Okay. Wow. I'm a little shocked, to tell you the truth, that happened. Um, it's really unfortunate. I think Blue was in a pretty good position to win this, uh, assuming he could expand out and could control the card game. Now, though, I mean, I don't want to say we're probably the front runners. I think Green here could really put a dent in our plans. The stupid 5 is getting blocked, is annoying us. Um, yeah, because here's the thing. I think I'd rather have more wheat than worry about the 8-10. And again, being mean has its benefits, but there's a point too where we got to be smart and say what really matters to us. Is it? I hope Green isn't quitting too. I wonder if this is like a server thing. Again, Catan Universe has been a little dodgy lately. Um, oh yeah, the game. You just saw the game running. This might this might just be Catan Universe being dumb, unfortunately. And again, I wouldn't have expected this guy to actually quit. I mean, people, sometimes people play this on their phones, people play this at home, they get a call, their kids come home, who knows. But this is certainly looking like another server issue. What's new? Rejoin. All right, let's see what happens. And again, this is one of the reasons why we've started to do the Colonist series as well. Just so we can worry about this a little less. Hey, look at that. Well, we won the game, but we didn't really win the game. So this is one of those, yeah, it's nice to get the ELO points here, but, we will record it. It will be an official game, but in our analytics, we don't, when we're doing the analytics, we don't actually look at this game as like a full win. It's more just there, because again, this is clearly a server issue. Oh, he had 2 victory points. Wow. He was really close. Yeah. So one of those that's kind of dumb, to tell you the truth. But hey, it is what it is. We flag these as games where people quit. So, again, if we do get the ELO points, if it does take us to the screen, it is essentially a complete game. So, yeah. So we'll usually when this happens, we upload a third game on the day because I don't like you guys looking at one that's stupid. And we'll usually put this out of order too. So this will be the 11 o'clock Eastern time game so that you guys can look at it. But okay, hey, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.